8.8 seconds on the clock. Liberty taking the inbound, trying to find an open shot. Courtney Vandersloot for three for the win. Great defense by the Aces, and that's going to call it. Came down to the last play, a missed three by Courtney Vandersloot at the buzzer. That makes the Las Vegas Aces your WNBA championship. Crown them your champs following a 70-69 victory over the New York Liberty in Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. The Aces stormed back from a double-digit deficit in the second half. Las Vegas ended the third quarter on a 9-0 run and outscored their Liberty 23-12 to take that 2-point lead, and it came down to the final second. The Aces become the third WNBA team to win back-to-back titles. And we welcome in our WNBA analyst, Terrika Foster-Brasby. Listen, we talked to you pregame. You anticipated this series going to 5 games. It came down to the final second, a single point. The Las Vegas Aces get it done and take back-to-back championships. Just what did you make of the Aces' ability to rally in the midst of adversity? I mean, getting this win without a big chunk of their core and Chelsea Gray and Kia Stokes both not being available in this game.
Yeah, this Aces team literally picked themselves up in that third quarter, as you already mentioned and alluded to. That was what really set them apart. And when it comes to how this game started to shift and the momentum started to shift for this Las Vegas team, one thing that I think we need to note, which is really interesting when you think about what these rosters look like to start the game, is that the Aces dominated in the paint. 44 points to 24 points in the paint. And this is an Aces team that didn't have a Candace Parker, didn't have a Kia Stokes, didn't get a lot from Kayla George, and yet it was A'ja Wilson, the finals MVP. Many would argue should have been the regular season MVP, but she put this team on her back and carried them all the way to a victory. And as you can see, this Aces team, they did not worry whatsoever. They said pregame coming into this matchup, we've been through adversity. We've played without our stars before. We know how to do it and how to take care of business, and they got it done today.
Yeah, let's dive into A'ja Wilson. 24 points, 16 rebounds. That's her 6th double-double of the postseason. You said she shouldn't just be MVP of the finals. She should have been MVP of the regular season. Just what do you make of her finals performance, and just how key was she to Las Vegas' success?
Yeah, A'ja Wilson literally came into this game with a mission in her mind, and she took care of business. I think what was interesting is that neither team shot well early on in this matchup. In fact, by the end of the first half, there wasn't a player on the court for either side that was even in double figures yet. It was really that third quarter in which A'ja said, listen, we are not going back to Vegas. And in fact, when we do go back to Vegas, it's going to be for the parade. It's not going to be for a Game 5.
She said the next time we go back to Vegas, oh no, we're popping bottles. It's not to play. It's to celebrate.
Right, right.
Well, this Las Vegas team now back-to-back champs, only one loss this entire postseason.
Yes.
They were favored to win it all. Where do the Aces rank in all-time WNBA dynasty list?
Woo! Well, you know, it's a little a little premature to start talking about dynasty conversations, but what I can say is that this team is primed to continue this level of success moving on into the next year. If they're able to keep this core together, they are able to look at what it could potentially look like to be a three-peat champion, and we haven't seen one of those since, my God, the Houston Comets maybe? It's been that long since we've been able to see a team go 3 in a row, but this Aces team has the grit of A'ja Wilson. They have the ability to motivate themselves. They have Kelsey Plum, who absolutely took on a challenge today of trying to lead this team in the absence of Chelsea Gray, who was out for a foot injury. They also have a Jackie Young, who many have considered to be an X factor, but Jackie is no X factor. She is the factor. The way that she's able to command the ball on both sides, offensively, defensively, if they're able to keep this core together, as well as bringing back Chelsea Gray, bringing back Candace Parker, who actually didn't play as we have talked about at length before, this is going to be a tough team to try to contend with, and they will absolutely be in the conversation for another WNBA championship come 2024.